Order. Roll call. Mike, would you like to do the roll call?
Bill Clausen,
Here.
Carol Tucker,
Here.
Michael Cerno, here. Sarah Collins, Donna Knoxon,
Here.
Christine Murphy, Ryan Pazar.
Here.
Thank you. Are there any public comments on agenda items? Okay. Any public comments on non-agenda items? No. Any amendments to the agenda? Okay, no amendments. Approval of minutes. Are there any changes or comments on last meeting's minutes? All in favor of approving the minutes? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Moving on to department staff updates. Gina, would you like to go first?
Sure, I'll go first this time. I wanted to give you an update on the fees for the membership fees. Sorry.
No, I didn't.
Putting Brian to work.
I'm going to lead with that.
Making them work.
Making Brian work.
I just, so, I have one, but she. Oh, thanks. Yeah. I wanted to just report back after the Board of Trustees approved fees and the times for the rec center. So I'm just going to point out the things that are different from what we discussed. We are opening at 5:30 in the morning, not 6, on Monday through Friday. And then the family of 3 pass or more for residents is the same price no matter how many kids you have, whether you have 1 or 5 or 6. So that early bird rate will be $5.75 and the regular rate will be $6.38. For residents. For non-residents, we have a family of 3, and then we have a family of 4, and then a fee for each additional child after 4. So the non-resident breakdown is a little different. We did leave in the ongoing monthly fee with a 12-month contract, and the request was at $25 as a standard rate, and so that is the case, and then the subsequent rates are also listed there. The board wanted to make it official that children that are living at home up to 23 years old that are unmarried, living at the same address, they can be added as family members to the family pass. So it's not cutting off at 17. That's only for the family pass. And then on the back side, it shows the half a year and the quarterly. That's the same. I can't remember if we talked about this, but we included a youth annual gym and track membership for people whose families don't have passes and the children are under 12. So that's good for 10 to 17 years old, but specifically for 10 and 11-year-olds who cannot use the fitness center. Track membership, that's the same. Resident and non-resident. The daily admission fees stayed as we discussed. And then we actually started selling memberships on November 8th. So that QR code will take you to membership registration. And then anyone can come in here to pick up information, and then starting January 3rd at the Villa Park Rec Center. We did design new key fobs that have our temporary logo, which was changed to the village's logo. And at the bottom, instead of it saying the Garden Village, it says Parks and Recreation. So that's what will be on the key fob. And that same key fob will be able to be used for pool passes. So people will just, buy their memberships and we'll place it on that same fob. So that logo is there at the bottom of the page, and then the address to the new facility, and we're going to have a new phone number. Apparently, we don't have enough phone numbers of the old number, so we need to have new phone numbers, so. Does anybody have any questions?
Are the key fobs, do we give them, or are they a price? The key fobs? that
The
they
key
use?
fob is included in the
It's included
membership.
in the membership?
Yes.
If they lose it, is there a?
There's a
fee for it?
charge.
Yeah, usually we give a one grace period replacement. We haven't talked about that yet. but
We've
so
done
I
the
didn't-
same since, like, the
The
pool.
pool, yeah, so if you lose it once, we'll replace it at no charge, and then it's, I think, $10 if you lose it a second time.
So they and is everybody gonna, like the family, will they get 8 key fobs, or is it 1 key fob per family?
I think everybody should have a key fob, because if somebody wants to come without,
Okay,
so we would give out,
If
it's,
some, that's that 13-year-old that wants to do something or.
yeah. Unless the parent says, just put them all in mine, they'll never go without me. I mean, of course, we would honor that.
I'm just asking.
Well, for
When we
tracking,
Get the number of it, we're talking
too.
about,
If one family member, if a family was on one key fob, we don't know how many people, if we wanted to track the numbers of, that are using it.
correct.
We don't know if 4 people came in or 1. So everybody should
everybody
get,
will have a key
Will it
fob.
identify the age group so you know, like, who's doing what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it has
will,
the breakdown.
that can
It'll break it
come
down.
up with that. But the picture will also be there.
Okay, and not to be devil's advocate, how are you gonna know if somebody that took a track pass starts using the fitness room?
Well, there will be security cameras throughout.
Okay,
So we talked about a couple different solutions for that. We talked about wristbands at one point, but I think we're going to monitor the fitness room closely. We'll always have 2 people at the front desk at least, so we can keep an eye on that.
there'll be a monitor at the front desk too, so if somebody pays just for a track only, and then there's nobody on the track,
Yeah.
and they didn't come through the front desk, to leave, where'd they go?
Yeah,
I'm
right.
just
you
curious.
can-
'cause
you can go up and
from
see.
the track to the fitness center on the
There'll be
level.
monitors,
If
so
there's a,
we
if
can
there
track.
was a way to do it. And I also had one other question a
Sure.
resident asked. If they started off with a track pass and then they decided they wanted to go to a fitness pass, would that be considered the half membership type thing? How would you switch it from one to another?
I think it depends how much of the year is,
Okay, so it's
Over.
gonna be like, figure how much of the year
I
it
think,
is?
yeah.
Let's
Prorated.
say after let's say they just wanted to try it, the track only, and they buy it in January, and then in February, they say, you know what, I want the whole shebang,
Yeah.
and do the weight. Then we'll just take that 40 and put it towards
We'll
the,
just roll it
Yeah.
into the new.
Yeah.
Is
If
how you're
it's,
gonna do it.
You know,
Okay.
shortly after, yeah.
yeah. We'll
But
just-
if it's like the 10th month of the year, that,
Yeah.
So it
that's-
kind of depends on where this occurs, on how
sure,
you're gonna figure it
how
out.
long we've had it.
Because I know a lot of people want to just try some
Yeah,
things.
right,
And
yeah.
then they might decide later, okay, yeah, I want the,
And we do have daily admission, so anybody that, let's say, has a track membership but wants to try out the fitness center,
they could just do it
they could.
Do it daily and
daily.
and
then
try it out.
and, or do the.
I think.
We might have
we're
a
gonna
free,
offer some specials.
Now, the
free
monthly
week.
thing is a contract, right?
Yes.
So it's not like somebody could decide, well, I want it for a month,
No.
and then.
the contractor would be, if
contract
you want to
would-
pay monthly, it's for the year.
It is for the year.
Yeah.
So it has to
And
be a
the,
monthly
and the
deal.
money, the monthly fee is an automatic
Deduct.
deduction
Okay.
every month on the same day.
So it's not like they could test it for a month and then decide, well, no, type thing.
That's not the intention.
They're,
Well, I
they'd
got
be,
it. I'm just asking that
yeah, they'd be
people
better off,
get the
getting a
idea
daily pass to check it out.
instead and check it out.
Yep.
Kind of an obscure question, but you had someone that came into town and they were here for a week and they wanted to work out. Would it be a daily pass at the resident price if they were a member and if they weren't a member? So let's say I wasn't a member and I had a company come in, but they wanted to work out. As a resident, they would pay a daily resident?
Well, they're not a resident.
So there's a non-resident, it's a daily rate plus 2, right? That's what it
Yeah,
says?
yes,
So if you're a non-resident, it's the resident daily plus $2.
$2.
Even though they're staying at your house, they're not a resident.
What if they were a member, being that they're not family and still non-resident?
If they don't live in your house, they're a non-resident, if they don't live in Villa Park.
Okay, so like if my stepson came in and he wanted to work out, it's technically my husband's son,
Where does he live?
California,
He's a non-resident.
but isn't that considered family?
He's a non-resident.
Okay.
Is he,
I was just
He doesn't-
curious.
is he
The
under 23?
No,
The family pass is for, there's a family resident rate and there's a family non-resident.
I was just curious.
Yeah, no, those are good questions. But yeah, he's a family, family member, but he's a
So
non-resident.
basically, the family pass is if they live in the same house.
Yes,
Okay,
sure.
same address,
I don't know
not
if I'm
several
supposed to call
addresses.
him, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Was the timing on the approval such that we were able to meet the deadline, the print deadline for the next brochure?
Absolutely.
Good.
I get to decide when that goes to print, so I can hold it up just a little if I need to.
You said that you started selling memberships on November 8th. Have you
Yes.
guys sold any?
We sold one on November 8th. I
Good for
haven't
you.
sold any since.
Okay.
Just the one.
All right.
Wow.
I think Riley was just, wanting to make sure that everything was working, because it's a new thing, and we have new software
Yeah.
within the last, year. So I believe that she'll be doing a big blast in
Nice.
advertising that are available. Okay. I have a couple updates for programs. We're going to be offering a fall break camp like we usually do, Tuesday and Wednesday for little learners. They're only here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so that's why it's just Tuesday and Wednesday. And then during winter break on December 26th and January 2nd, those are Thursdays. Wednesday is Christmas Day and Tuesday's Christmas Eve, so we're closed on those days. We have fall camp and winter camp for school-aged kids, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of Thanksgiving, and then winter break camp December 23rd through January 3rd. Those will take place here at the Iowa Community Center. Seniors, October had 22 programs, 298 participants. We have athletics and fitness. There's 231 registered for our youth basketball league, Conquer the Court. As of November 12th, I think I said 231. Last year, for 2023, 159. So we're doing well. And we are continuing to accept applications for positions at the new rec center. We've probably had 25 in total between the instructors and the front desk staff, about. So we're working on that. Halloween happenings happened on October 18th. We had 21 community groups participate. We had 17 last year, 103 for the indoor entertainment, 96 last year, 500 participants for the outdoor portion of the event, which was a beautiful day, 350 last year. So those numbers are up, and we're happy about that. The Scarecrow Decorating Contest, we had 23 registrations. Last year, we had 14. The winner was announced on Facebook and will be featured on the cover of the 2025 Fall/Winter brochure. We have Holiday Train Ride coming up, Saturday, December 7th. We have 134 people registered. Last year, we had 125, and we are full with an active wait list. Pictures with Santa Claus, December 4th, at Cortese at the Depot. As of today, we have 8 registered, 19 total last year for the entire, that's how many came through and had their pictures taken. Visit with Santa, December 14th. We have 16 participants registered. Last year, we had 19 total. Phone calls from Santa. We have an In with Santa. Tuesday, December 13th at 5 o'clock. We have 4 people registered for that. Last year, we had 9 total. We still have time. And letters from Santa, we have 8 registered as of today. Last year, we had 19 total. So looking forward to winter spring activities. The winter spring activities will take place in the new building located at 320 East Wildwood. We are very excited about that. Programs will run from from January to May. And right now, the brochure is in the 3rd round of proofs. I adjusted just a little bit so that we could time it after the board approved the membership rates. We have a new logo that's temporary. I've mentioned that. So I'm not sure what we're going to do with these, but hopefully we'll find a use for them. And that logo that we're using now is the powers that be gave us permission to just adapt the village's logo. We really want to look like we're part of the village. We are no longer the redheaded stepchildren that we felt like for years. We're getting a lot of support from admin, so we are going to, we're working on a design that will incorporate part of the village logo into Parks and Recreation. But the logo on the basketball court is the village's logo, and that will be there forever. Unless they decided not to fund the rec building, but then it's their building, so we might have to move out. But that won't happen, I'm just kidding. That's it for programs. Any questions?
Back to the fees in the rec center. Are they going to do like an open house, maybe 2 weekends before, just to kind of let people see it, so memberships, like on a weekend, or?
We're going to do it, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Greg.
We're going to do it probably during the holiday break, the 2 weeks.
Oh,
Like
that would
the-
be great.
Yeah, we're at least 2 days, maybe 3, but.
Open houses.
Open house,
And then,
Kind of let them walk and tour and see what it's all about.
correct. Before we do our grand opening, we'll have a couple of open houses, and folks can come in, look at the building, buy passes if they want. I think we're going to have some free days
yep,
to use the building. So, yeah, they'll have the opportunity to come look at the building before we officially open, and then a couple of opportunities to use the facility at no charge.
and then we're doing the ribbon cutting, that's,
Yeah.
oh, sorry, never mind.
I have nothing to report. No. Yeah, we will do the ribbon
I
cut.
steal his thunder, and I really don't mean to.
Every month.
We're in a lot of the
Every
same
month you do
meetings,
it.
so
It's okay.
I get excited. But I'll leave that to Greg.
Is-
Good questions.
Is the winter camp Monday through Friday?
Yes, except for the days
Well, for
of
the
the
younger
holidays.
kids, I got.
Except for the holidays.
The holidays,
Yes.
okay. So the camp while the kids are off, and Thanksgiving would be just the 3 days before
Right, Monday,
Thanksgiving.
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Okay, and then the Christmas break or whatever is Monday through Friday for the kids?
Right, so the Monday's the 23rd, and then the 24th and 25th were closed.
Okay,
And then,
Christmas Eve and Christmas.
yeah, and then the 26th and 27th. And then
So it will basically be Monday, then Thursday, Friday.
Yes,
Okay,
and then the following week, we're only closed on January 1st.
okay. And is there an age limit on that?
12, yes, 5 to 12.
It's 5 to 12, okay.
Any other questions we move on? All right, thank you. Brian?
All right, thanks. Some current completed park facility projects. Over at Lufkin Park, we have shut down the splash pad restroom building for the season. It finally got to the temperatures where we had to do it. Also for the interpretive circle that's out there with all the stones in it that everybody loved to throw around. We tried a adhesive product to secure the stones a little bit, and it seemed to work for a bit, and then some of it started to get loose again. So it worked okay as a Band-Aid, and we only intended it to be a Band-Aid. We are in the process of coordinating with Perfect Turf. They did the turf at the playground. They're going to donate their time and some material to turf those sections of stone for us. So if you go past it now, we've dug out a few inches of that stone, and we put up some barricades and stuff around it. We had to send them some pictures and do some other things to prep for them to come out. They're working to come out this week, so hopefully by the end of the week we'll see that. So there's a few things we'll look at that I haven't shared with Craig yet, but it should look pretty cool when they're done. So, and it'll be much cleaner over there. So. Over at Jefferson Pool, the liner installation continues to go well. There have been a few days of rain and stuff like that that have set them back a couple of days, but nothing significant, 3 days or so. I think there was, from when they started and to when they got involved in it, I think there was a little bit more prep work for them and us to work with them on than initially estimated. So it doesn't change anything with the project other than the amount of time to complete. So it's about 2 weeks in the beginning. They're still on it, and we're getting to the 4th week or so. So all is still going well. We're just making sure that things are done correctly as we go through the process. So they have completed they started at the top. So they've started at the top edge, over the edge, and lip into the pool. They've done all the walls now. And they have started working on the floor of the pool. So they put all the felt down and all the adhesives and stuff. So they, I think by tomorrow morning, they will have started laying the liner in that. So, and then they have, they weld on after that all of the like crosses and lane lines and stripes and stuff like that. So hopefully by the end of, they said the bottom goes really fast when they just put all that in there, so hopefully that's true. But hopefully by the end of this week or early next week, they should be done with the pool liner. So Village Hall flagpole install was completed. Electrical was also installed and completed, and we left the extra electrical in that box at the base for the sign, future sign. It's a bigger flagpole than was there. It looks really nice, really shiny compared to the other ones that we have. But and then we added a slightly bigger flag to that pole too, so it looks really good. Public Works helped us as well. They trimmed some trees and kind of helped us open up the space a little bit there, so very nice. The fire station improvements was discussed at the COW Committee of the Whole meeting yesterday to proceed in planning for the Iowa Community Center to become the temporary fire station for those 2 fire station projects. So we're intending now, or working through some contract stuff, but the intent would be to bundle the 2 projects. So turning this into a temporary station and the project at Station 81. So that if we bid them together, one contractor can coordinate that timeline of things to happen, because obviously this has to happen first and the move second and then the project over there third. So it'll help us in setting that. We're into beginning to plan for the temporary fire station and what this is. And obviously this wouldn't happen until we're officially moved out into the new recreation center, and then this can become that fire station. So We installed a couple of memorial trees, one actually here at Iowa, just to the south side of the skate park, and one on the Prairie Path near Euclid. I mentioned we winterized the Lufkin splash pad and restroom building, but we've done all the outdoor drinking fountains and irrigation systems, restroom buildings at other parks, and that splash pad. Usually shut down about this time, late October, early November. We turn them back on usually in late April or early May, depending on that weather. And we're working on our annual November list items now, like chopping leaves, trimming trees and bushes, removing sporting equipment from the parks, preparing for snow removal, winter facility prep, cleaning up and out the garden plots. Upcoming projects, Joyful Traditions is coming up shortly. So we're preparing, or will be preparing the Prairie Path and gazebo and stuff, putting up lights. And then the rec center, moving into the new rec center and preparing and purchasing and all those supplies still continues to be one of the larger things we're working on. So we're working to prepare all we can. So and that's all I have. Real fast.
Questions?
Sorry.
Any
We're in
questions?
charge of memorial bricks,
What's that?
the memorial bricks.
Yes, we were.
Were we in charge of putting those in, or did the VFW?
Yes, we've put them in. Brian's,
Brian put them in. Okay.
Staff put 'em
And
in.
are they all in now?
they're all in.
I know they made an announcement of it, so are they?
There was 83 or 84 bricks that they were,
Bricks. Greg took them there,
so,
we got them back, but.
yeah.
Yeah, they all got installed. We
They all
actually
got
cleaned and
installed, right?
power washed everything and sealed. We redid all the joints with some new sand and stuff to secure everything, and then we sealed all of it when we were done too, so. It's, we
So they're
redid
all, the bricks are all sealed back in.
all of them, include, old and new bricks are, installed and sealed and cleaned up.
And the liner, is that a one-piece liner?
No, so it's multiple pieces, but all the seams are heat welded together. So by the time they weld it, it's not coming apart.
Okay, so it's not like a tent type thing.
No.
It's several pieces,
Yeah.
and then they weld them all together to make sure
Correct, yeah,
set.
it's not like
Okay.
you see those commercials where
'cause
they have the
I had
car
yeah.
insets, you know, it's not
Well,
like that.
I had a comment that they were asking, how are we gonna make sure it doesn't air get under the liner? And I'm like,
Like the bubbles that look good.
you know.
It's not
Well-
air, that was water.
And here,
That was water,
and-
okay.
Yes.
And air and water didn't get into the Lufkin for 12, 13 years, 15, 15, 18, whatever it
It was,
was.
it was.
So it's
Their,
not
their
long
life
past its
expectancy
life.
is 10 years, and there wasn't anything that, until the liner delaminated back in 2011 or 12.
Okay.
And that's when we started having
Yeah.
problems, but by that time it was, so nothing will get in.
It'll be watertight and warranted for the first
Well,
10 years.
It
so.
was just that.
Yeah, no,
I thought I
we
was
get-
trying to think, it's not one piece, so it's not like
Yeah,
you
no,
just,
if we- and
it's
we've-
one thing that you're putting over the whole stone thing,
Yeah,
and
there-
that air and water could get under it, that's.
There
what
have
my
been
question
multiple
is.
things that have come up that we've also asked, like training came up and pulling the boards in and out over the liner, and if we were to have a section that was secured, or if we tore it or ripped it, and they continue to ensure us that there's no issues or whatever.
But
Something
they
tears
did
or happens.
reinforce, they said they were gonna reinforce, they asked if we could just have one area. And, we said, obviously, if it's an emergency, we have to do it wherever the person is. But for training, we need one deep water and one shallow water. And so our aquatic supervisor talked with them, and they talked about where those two areas would be, and assured us that if there was a problem, it would be covered in the warranty, so.
Yeah, they actually had, one of the guys that was doing the liner for us, there was an issue in like Washington or something like that, and he got on a plane from us, flew there, took care of it, and flew right back. So I'm fairly confident in this company that if we have a problem, especially anytime during the season, they'll help us in a pinch, so.
And this is only in the big pool, right, not the kiddie pool that we're talking, or?
Correct.
Right, it's just the
Correct.
main pool. And once, are ladders permanently in there, so the ladders that go up and down, or are they removable?
They're removable.
So the removable, they come out, go in, and and then come out in the fall.
We actually take them out for swim meets in the deep end because they would be in the way for swimmers.
Okay, so they're not permanently,
No.
permanent there. They're
They fit into sleeves,
sleeve in the sleeve and then they come out of the sleeve.
Mhm.
Okay.
and they're not so heavy that the staff can't lift them out and put them on the deck.
Okay.
Of course, they're always in when the pool is not open, just in case somebody ends up in the pool so they can
Well,
get out.
so they can get out, right?
Yes.
It was just a question, as you were saying, of checking things. If the ladders are coming in and out, are we gonna destroy the liner, scrape the liner up? What
They
the type of-
reinforce behind all those spots too. So where the ladder would contact the wall, they add reinforcement plates to those things. So they answered all of our questions right away when we met with them the first few days. So it was.
And they didn't go over the lights, right, in the deep end?
They look newer. If anything, they made them better, so.
When I asked Greg about that, he laughed at me, but they did that at Lufkin. When they put the liner in at Lufkin, they went over the lights.
Oh,
So-
right,
And
that's
we
right.
didn't know until we had like our first, night swim when we were gonna put the lights on, and the pool manager is like, why is it so dark over here? They,
With the liner over the lights?
over the lights. But the lights at Jefferson are only a couple years old, right?
Yeah, they look really nice.
Yeah.
I can confirm that I saw the lights.
It's really bright.
You saw the light.
I saw the lights.
I saw the light, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any other questions? Move on. Thank you. Director Gola.
Okay, so the rec center. We have scheduled the grand opening and the ribbon cutting for Friday, January 3rd. And the time for the ribbon cutting will be 5 or 5:30. Haven't settled on a time, did
I
we?
think you said you want to do it at the same time.
Yeah,
as
same time as Lufkin,
Right.
whatever that was.
I
I
have
think
to
it
look
was.
it up.
Yeah, I have to look it up too, so, might have been 5 o'clock, but, but we will be open for business that day as well. Open at 5:30
5:30.
on January 3rd. And then, like we mentioned before, during the holiday season, we'll have at least 2 open houses. Not all day, but at certain times of the day, where folks can come in and walk around and check everything out. And if they want to buy their passes, we'll be open for sales then during the open houses, and they can hopefully sign up for programs and what have you. But the residents will have the opportunity to come in and take a look at the building, so. And as far as the building, if you've gone by there, the exterior site work is just about finished. The parking lots are done, they're striped. The parking lot lights are up, the sidewalk lights are up. The exterior is just about complete. We're waiting on the building signage, and that'll be probably in most likely sometime in December. We were trying to shoot for late November, somewhere around December. So it looks like in December that they'll, weather permitting, of course, but they'll put those, the recreation center signage up. Landscaping is done. We just had, because of occupancy, everything has to be completed on the outside. So they did seed and put the straw down. And even though in the springtime, Hacienda Landscaping will come in and remove some of those areas to do the playground and the pickleball courts and all that good stuff. But anyway, so the exteriors is just about finished. The upper terrace work will begin, I think Larry from construction said this week. I thought or end of this week, they were going to start on the terrace. We've got some furniture going up there. If you've been to our summer concerts, we have some high-top tables and some other tables. We'll probably put some high-top tables along the northern portion of the terrace. So during summer, if somebody wants to sit up there and watch baseball or softball games, they can do that. We're also going to be purchasing some planters, similar to what we have around the community, the big planters and We're just trying to figure out what kind of planters we want to buy and get some color up there, get some plant life up there. So there, like Brian said, there's a few odds and ends that we have to purchase for inside the building and outside the building. So that continues, so it's quite busy. The interior construction is also progressing. We're getting down to the wire with that. We talked a little bit about all the flooring going in. The wood flooring is all in. They were working the other day, finishing up the hallway flooring, the front desk, cabinetry. The only thing they haven't touched yet is the weight room. We were going to do all the Mondo rubber flooring. I don't know if I mentioned that last month, but there was an issue, the sound, Gypcrete it was called. The underlayment over the Mondo flooring, the rubber flooring, the manufacturer said that Gypcrete wouldn't mesh with the Mondo, so we had to do an about face, and we are going to have some of the rubber flooring in where the free weights are, the heavier weights, but most of the cardio and the machines will have carpeting in, which a lot of park districts have, and it'll deaden the sound as well. We're just waiting for the carpeting to come in. So that's basically the last thing that needs to be done. I mean, the front desk cabinetry is in, but then they have to do the top on the, those kind of things. We have the big bench. There's a great stairway going up to the second floor. Under the stairwell is bench seating for people to sit if they're, kids can sit while their moms or dads are registering for programs, or people can sit waiting for to get in the gym, what have you. So there's those type of things that need to be just odds and ends that need to be finished. All the hoops are installed. We're waiting for just the low voltage. We talked about the cameras, security cameras going in, so the low voltage wiring has to be completed and the cameras to go in to make sure, security. But those will be going in soon. Again, I mentioned the open houses, and then we do a final cleaning, WB Olson, with a lot of their other projects. They have a company come in that just goes from floor to ceiling, outside to inside, clean all the windows, just get, the contractors clean, they sweep up, but we need to be spotless, it needs to be spotless. So we'll hire a cleaning company to come in and do that. That'll have to be approved by the board because the contract is a little over the village manager's spending authority. So we'll present that to the board at the next board meeting. And they'll start cleaning as soon as first part of December. And then we'll get the furniture moved in, all the office furniture, staff office furniture and the like, so. Lovekin Park, as Brian mentioned, we changed course a little bit on the sensory area because the design wasn't that, we thought it would be all right, where, kids can feel the rocks and everything, but they ended up all over the place and it was just a maintenance nightmare. So we were able to get the AstroTurf company to, I think they're donating the little AstroTurf, so we'll put the AstroTurf around. We'll keep the middle concrete piece, and if we want to put another sensory item in there, in the middle, later on down, we have that option. And grass is coming in real good, finally, so, I mean, the weather's been perfect. I mean, even if you go out to the rec center, I mean, they just put the straw and the seed down, and the grass is already, I was teasing Brian, he's like, got to get his guys out there to mow, but, and they just, so the grass is coming in real well, and same with Lovekin. We did order the informational signage, like dragonflies and damselflies and, pollinators and butterfly ducks, all kind of stuff. There's like 8 signs that we ordered, so that's the last thing we have to do at Lovekin is just, when they come in, we'll just have to put those signs in, so. And that's it for Lovekin. There's a couple, the county put in all the flowers and everything along the shoreline of the pond. And there's the outcroppings, and kids were going to the outcroppings and fishing, which is great. But they made pathways, and they stomped all which, well, that's fine, because then we'll put in some smaller crushed limestone pathways, so they won't kill any more plants, they have a place to walk, and they can get to the outcroppings.
I noticed on the east side by the drain, south of the drain is a real big fishing spot for them.
The east side? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where we're talking about. If you notice, you'll see the stomped plant materials.
One of my neighbors is convinced that there's a huge catfish in there and that he's going to catch it.
All right.
Used to be, I don't know if they're, he's
Maybe.
still alive.
I've seen a lot of ducks there and geese even swimming around. Matter of fact, when I drove by today about 3:30, there had to be 7 families out there playing on the playground, which was great. So it's November and they're still being used. And then the Lions Park Oslad Grant Project. This is the 3rd project. So almost 2 down, 1 to go. We hopefully Hacienda Landscaping is the company that won the bid, and we had a meeting with them about a month ago. And if they were going to get started this fall, it would have been basically put some of the sidewalks in and the footings for the pergola over in the senior area. Don't know if we'll get to that this year, but that's okay because they'll start in early spring and knock everything out.
Yeah. March or April.
Right. So we're okay with that. So we're anxious to get that program or that project started. And then there is, according to code, there has to be fencing along the west side of the park. So we have to put a fence from basically it goes from the raised area on the, what's that, by the drainage area, and it goes all the way to the north. So
The bushes didn't
the
serve?
bushes are staying. They wanted to, community development wanted to remove all those bushes on the south side, and there's like 30 of them, and they're beautiful. And so I was begging them not to remove those, and they went out and looked, and so we were able to.
Getting any kickback from the neighbors on the west side about the fence?
Yep.
In favor, or they don't want it?
They don't want it. Heard from a few neighbors. I said, you can, you can call community development and talk to them, but it's according to code. Now, there wasn't any fence there when community recreation building was there, but I guess that was grandfathered in, and when we put a new building in, there has to be a fence. So.
Is that for some type of safety? I mean, there's no,
It's just code
just code. You have to.
Requirement for a commercial facility to have a privacy screen,
by a residential area. Yeah, thanks.
which
I kind of thought we would do that with landscape rather than,
I think we threw out that option, I think, too, and it was, that it had to be this.
oh,
So they were very specific with us, so.
is
Yeah.
it cyclone? What do you
It's a cedar.
Cedar
Oh,
fence.
cedar.
So, cedar fence. And then, one last thing is December's meeting, and Gina reminded me of this. December's meeting will be the last meeting here,
Oh, wow.
and then January's meeting will be at the new rec center.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Thanks for the reminder, Gina.
It is,
We might have to have a little party in December,
Yeah.
farewell.
Yeah.
you know.
yeah.
But,
Will
so,
we have a pass to get in for the meeting?
Donna, I don't know.
We
don't
will,
know.
but I don't know if you will.
Yeah.
I'm just asking.
Very
Or will we
strict
just
standards
check
there.
in and say, I'm here for personal rec?
Yes.
Yes.
We might even have your pictures displayed in the back. you know,
Yeah.
it's like, so all the staff knows who are commissioners.
Wait till
You'll be able to get it done.
Wait till you see that room that we'll be in. We'll be in the multipurpose room.
So we'll have to wear our fancy clothes?
Well, yeah, that'll be up to you.
Maybe. Maybe.
Formal wear? Oh,
Yeah. And that's all I have.
the carpet you're talking about in the weight room, is that in carpet? Or
Squares.
is that carpet squares?
Big carpet
So it's
squares,
like-
so-
It's not really what you
It's not a
think
roll.
of as carpet.
Right. It is carpeting, but they come in squares, And then, so, and that's the nice thing, because if some gets damaged, you pull it out, you know, and put another one down. But
It's popular in businesses that if they're gonna have carpeting, they use
Yeah.
squares. Because if there's a stain or something, you
Yeah.
spill something, you just
So
replace
it's
them.
more of a multi-purpose type carpeting.
Yeah.
I guess most of the fitness centers you look at, if they're carpet, they look more like they're tile squares or whatever it is what
exactly.
you're looking at.
Mhm.
Because when you said carpet, I think.
Yeah, not the big
you know,
rolls, it's just the
It pops
squares.
in your head, you know, shag carpet, you
Yeah.
know,
No,
carpet.
no shag, no.
These are
No.
commercial,
Commercial
high-traffic
carpeting.
carpeting.
Carpet.
I don't know if we
put
could
in
get
there.
shagged if we wanted it.
You know, we could have a 1970s workout week and bring shag carpeting in.
Orange.
Yeah, orange shag carpeting and, you know, like,
We
you
have the
know.
green appliances on too in the kitchen.
Yeah, we put just green crepe paper
Maybe
over the
American
places.
Gold Card refrigerator.
Yeah. Flowers, the whole 9 yards. We could- You know, that
I
might be a
know.
good event, you know, so, anyway.
Speaking of that, where did the RB appliances go? Were they just in bad shape?
Which ones?
Because
The ones that are
in
here?
RB, yeah, that we used to be in the rec center.
At CRB.
Oh, at CRB.
I think we salvaged anything that we thought was
Usable.
salvageable.
Okay, I was just curious, because there was a kitchen area with stoves and
Yeah, I
whatever
think
it
the
was.
refrigerator
Was
made its
any of
way
that
over
stuff
Yeah, the fridge is here.
kept?
Yeah,
Okay,
So we repurposed the stuff that we could.
repurposed.
but you know what? When you see the new kitchen, you're not gonna think for a second about the
Oh, I know, it's gorgeous,
appliances
but I
at the other
had,
building.
but somebody had asked that there was a
Yeah.
kitchen over there.
Mhm.
Did we
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
repurpose the appliances?
Believe me, we
there or
won't, if
just-
something's usable, we're not throwing it out.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
we
Well,
don't
plus
do-
the guys are gonna have to have it from the firehouse.
For here, yeah. Some of the stuff will stay here.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe we'll leave some, maybe
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
take it,
Yeah. We won't, no, yeah,
just
Very good.
kidding.
but that's all I have.
Any more questions?
Thank you.
Do we have any unfinished business? Okay, moving on. New business?
The only thing I have on a new business, you know, Brian mentioned about the fire station being remodeled and well, it needs it because of the staffing and so forth. And I know at the committee of the whole yesterday, there was a discussion about the use over here and not allowing people to park here. So this is, for me, it's a recreation facility, and we need to have parking here for people to use the skate park, soccer, baseball, so we're working through that. So it was brought up at the committee of the whole.
What spots do they have at, what is it, Jefferson School? They have enough to accommodate that? What we hold here, the pool just east of here, or not the pool, the school just east of
Well,
here?
they use, you know, when baseball is playing,
Yeah.
the parents from youth baseball use the
Right.
Jefferson parking, and they use the parking here.
And there could be some.
Would there be enough room come baseball season or whatever for them to be illuminated from here? Or would there be enough parking for baseball?
I mean, it seems like baseball is really on the upswing.
Yeah, oh yeah, the baseball numbers are going up.
Yeah,
We had
so-
300 or so last season.
So maybe
I don't know.
just for the games, they might have to park on the streets.
Yeah,
Be fine.
well,
I mean,
I mean, we're still trying to figure out what we can do for parking here, you know. Yes, keep some parking here at Iowa for those. You know, the skate parkers, they're skateboarders, you know, they'll, you know, it's closer to park here, of course, and then a lot of them, the playground and skate park are open during school,
Right.
you know. Is there gonna be, will the school district allow folks to park there during school hours?
Right.
Probably not, you know.
Even would we think that we will have an activity here that we might require overflow parking for?
Yeah.
When we've worked with District 45, we have to fill out like a rental form, like we would if we were asking to use the gym or anything else, and we have to get permission to instruct people that they can use that parking as overflow parking. So, you know, it's not just, there's just a couple little.
Summertime
Wrinkles.
won't be that bad because school's not in session, but
Right.
it's, August, September, October, even into November, and then May, June, or not June, but May, maybe April, but.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just wanted to bring that to attention to everybody, and, that's the discussion that's going on is parking. And I understand the fire departments, because they have the big rigs that need to get in and out, you can't have cars parked all over the place, which is understandable. And one of the ideas was just to close off the parking on the other side of the gym. When they're parked in the gym, they can make that turn, so we'll see what we can do. We're still haggling that out. And then I might have mentioned last month or 2 months ago that after they're done, then, when this building comes down, we'll keep the gym, and then we can have some of Brian's equipment, storage. We're always looking for storage, so we could use that for some equipment and storage, and then we would probably add on a couple of accessible bathrooms, so folks that are, kind of like we do at Twin Lakes, where when the baseball's playing, baseball has the keys to the restrooms, and maybe we do it, leave those restrooms open like we do at Lufkin, have it on a timer, and they're open from 9 to dusk.
So it would be this would become another park like we'd have a
Right,
park too.
right. And
And
we'd
do the
gain
same
some
type
space
of,
here
right,
with
game space and.
soccer,
it would
and
be- yeah, it
we
would
can
be
fit a
more
baseball
turned into
field
a
in, we
park
try to do that.
Area
Yep.
with the same type of facilities, okay.
Whatever happened, and I think it's way in the future with the discussion of the tennis courts and going halfsies.
Well, when D88 came out,
A few months back.
yeah, they were looking to, the construction would be in 2026. So I think village manager is working with the school superintendent on working out some kind of agreement where we can use when they do the pickleball courts, that we would pitch in and be able to use them. Yeah. Fingers crossed. We're all for them.
Any other new business? All right, moving on to commissioner comments. Christine, would you like to start?
Sure. I would just like to make a comment and say congratulations and thank you to our commission and staff and our team. I think we hit a wonderful spot when all of the information was approved and the amount of effort that's gone into it by Gina, Greg, all of your team, the research and getting all of the prices that were put together, the obstacles that everyone together had to overcome. I think many of us have lost a lot of sleep and had a little bit of stress over pulling together just a monstrous undertaking. And I feel like now that it's been approved and you can see it on this sheet, and there's nothing that I'm aware of that's still left for contention. Obviously, we'll see how everything goes, and I'm not suggesting we won't make modifications or changes, but I feel confident tonight that we've hit a wonderful starting point where everyone's in agreement, and it's taken a long time and a lot of work for everyone to get here. So thank you and congratulations.
Thank you.
Mike?
Massage. Excited for the new facility.
right.
Just happy Thanksgiving, everyone, I guess.
I'm gonna do a Mike Storino and say, another great meeting.
Excellent. Cheryl?
I actually don't have any comments tonight. I'm excited about the rec center and that we're moving forward. And that we're finishing this book that we started so long ago. I'm really happy that we're seeing a rolling this and, this consensus, this master plan is finally coming into effect and rolling. So I'm very pleased we're moving forward.
Yeah.
As a community, we're really, a village, we're really going forward and getting ourselves really noticed with our beautiful rec center there. Even though a lot of the members didn't know where it was at, they will know where it's at.
Yeah.
Hard to miss.
But when we open it, it's hard to miss, so.
And I don't have any comments today, other than just generally just, it has been kind of a long track. I was thinking about when I first joined this commission, and this was just sort of like I've been working on it for a long time, but mostly still just a dream. More on the hope than to-do list, and that's been pretty awesome. Any comment from the village board liaison?
No, Brian kind of covered it off, about the fire department moving in here, which is gonna be interesting. I feel like it's gonna be really hard to get them out of here, as they have more space. And are there showers in here?
No.
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 Right, so that'll have to be a thing, right?
Right.
I just thought about, the moment they put the second shower in here, is gonna have more showers than either the fire departments have. I mean, I know there's a project going on, but, that and, like I said, it's gonna be bittersweet next month, where this is our last meeting. I'll have my whole wrap-up of how we got to this point. You know, I was on this commission here for 8 years, and then, and that book, I remember putting it together, so, you know, going through in that little bus and driving around, doing all that stuff, so it'll, yeah, it'll be good. It's a great thing, so looking forward to it. That's it.
Thank you. Village staff comments.
It's really exciting that this is like right upon us now.
Yeah.
Because when it started, I was so excited, but it seemed like it was, you know, so far away. And
Right.
now it's just a matter of weeks, we can say. So, speaking for myself and the rec staff, we're all really excited. And thank you for your support through the process.
Yeah, George, I'm glad that you think it'll be easier to get the fire department, or harder to get them out, because I think it'll be harder to get them in. So hopefully the project will go easier, but yeah, it's gonna be good. But yeah, other than that, happy Thanksgiving, and yeah, thank you.
I'd like to piggyback on what Christine said about, well, Gina's staff did a lot of the legwork for putting together the, all the rates from the different park districts. And then a couple months ago, you know, we didn't get out till 9 o'clock. So the commission worked on this, not only a couple months ago, but for a long time. And as George said, this went on, you know, since we completed the master plan. And so, thank you to this current commission for all the work, and all the other past commissioners when we started the process, and we did the feasibility study and all the community input meetings, and all that work is like now we'll see it a month away come to fruition, and it's pretty exciting. And if you just want to see a full building, that's Gina's task, is to fill that thing up with a bunch of people, and you know, kids there at 9 in the morning on Saturday, and, you know, basketball programs and volleyball and the whole 9 yards, so, as well as all the other rec activities that will go on. So it's really exciting, and we'll have more opportunities to offer more programming, and the culinary stuff is coming together. So we're really excited about all the new things that are coming down the line. So, but thank you, everybody, and yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
So does that mean your goal is we have to make sure that your goal is set fee, that you have to make sure that the rec center's busting at the seams?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that is exactly what the goal is.
Okay, I just wanted to know. that
Exactly.
That's on your,
Oh, yeah.
we'll put that on your job list. Gina's
Yeah.
goal is to make sure this is busting at the seams.
So that in a short time, we're talking about, you know, maybe putting an addition on at some point.
We'd love to see that.
I have, you know, the bar is high because, you know, we're at this point. And I, you
Right.
know, in all the time I've worked here, I never imagined Villa Park building a brand-new
Rec center.
rec center. So it's, I think anything's possible.
Cheryl, was that music? Greg's 3-minute, he's.
I know, so did
Yeah.
I go on too long? I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, 3-minute timer.
3-minute timer there, you know.
Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
All right, you go ahead. I'll second your motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? None opposed? We are adjourned.
Thank you, everyone.